아시아 최정상을 향한 본격 경쟁. 대한민국 대 사우디아라비아. TVN 스포츠.
We are underway. Caceres out of that southpaw stance, center of the octagon in green. Kevin Croom is in blue.
There's not many fighters on the roster that start with a side kick to the face, which Alex Caceres just tried. Maybe Wonder Boy.
Whoa. Get in the pocket, get in the range, and back him up. It's not going to be easy to do because Caceres moves so much. Yes, you know, dances around the perimeter, in and out movement.
Nice. Caceres with double underhooks, looking the knee to the body. Just a little bit of dirty boxing. And just hope for that opening.
Well, he said at the fighting meetings the other day, I'm a honey badger, man. I don't give a bleep.
Right.
And I'm like, what's a honey badger?
Right.
I'm assuming it's a mental patient.
Well, he basically sort of followed up when you said, can you elaborate with, I don't care where you fight me. In terms of Caceres' style, though, he feels like everybody he fights has to adjust, Paul, to his awkwardness, that there just aren't a lot of stylistic similarities out there.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to prepare for. And
he's almost got the takedown, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's in there. He's got that knee on the inside. He's trying to lift.
Yeah, he elevated him there. If he just pivoted or twisted to his right, he would have went down. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to lift him and twist to the right. Oh, now.
Oh, nice defense here from Caceres to stay on his feet.
Yeah, Caceres doing well.
Was undefeated for a long time as a pro. So.
Well, I guess the attraction is in professional, you get paid. Although when you first start prior to the UFC, it's not much, let's be honest. Oh!
Caceres landed a knee and then partially slipped on the way out.
That's really nice. He couldn't get a traditional takedown, so he just drags him down to the floor. He's a little low down. Ideally, Croom wants to be a little higher, so therefore he could take the back properly, and Caceres recognized it, countered perfectly. Now he's on top. Let's see what happens.
Loaded up on the right hand, did Caceres. About a minute here to go in round one.
Oh, good ground and pound here from Caceres. Nice right hand. Looking for the neck. He's got to watch his neck. Nice job, Croom. Fights out of it, but he ate some big shots on the mat from Caceres.
Croom seems to have an acute sense of self. He said he came to James Krause skilled but scattered, and feels like James has sort of organized and systematized his entire MMA game, and the results have certainly been quite good of late.
If I'm Croom and I'm going against Caceres, a guy, you know, calls himself Bruce Leroy, has that movement, those fancy maneuvers, that's what you're going to do. And this is a good round for Alex Caceres.
All right, round two next. Stay with us. All right, round two here. Croom is in blue, Caceres is in black. And Michael Krause calling for more setups for these takedowns for Croom after round one.
Yeah, so Croom's got to be careful because going for takedowns like this, being so relentless, it's just so exhausting, like Paul said a moment ago. And we saw him at the end of the first round starting to slow down, taking some deep breaths.
Oh!
Listen, Croom has good striking. You know, if the takedown's not there, then screw it. Let the hands do the talking. Look for the knockout. Doesn't have to exert so much energy going for these takedowns because so far, Alex's takedown defense has been perfect. I don't know, it's hard to see how they judge. I think Caceres landed some good shots in the first round, but there it is. It wasn't a takedown, it was more off balance, but this is exactly where Croom wanted him, and it doesn't matter how he got there. Now let's see what he can do with it. But there's some nice work of Caceres. He tried to go for a Kimura, and now a triangle.
That's trouble, Mike.
He's got to posture up. Croom has to look at the ceiling, posture up. Because he's about to get tapped out.
Yeah, that's trouble. That arm is completely in there. He's just got to try to hip into it and try to pass that arm to the other side to make it tight. But that's not to say he cannot finish it from here. He can squeeze and pull down on the head. Nice job. He's going to pick that ankle, and now it's going to tighten it up. The arm bar is also there for Caceres as well, but he doesn't. He's got to try to just hope to squeeze his head out of here.
Oh, what? Look at that. He let it go. Crazy.
Why did he let that go?
Man, I mean, maybe he felt that the leg was starting to slip.
Yeah.
And before he did, and
to keep position better.
To keep position, exactly.
That seemed to be in completely tight.
Yeah.
That arm was in there.
Well, once the triangle, once the leg, you know, it goes over the back of the head. Once it gets to that point, of the back of the head, where, you know what I mean, where you're past the curvature, if you will.
He's going to pass the side control.
Then he's going to pass the side control. But still, now he's out of that. I want to see Kroom get busier. He wanted the takedown. He didn't do much with it, if I'm honest, other than nearly get submitted. He had it where he wanted, and he didn't take advantage of it. So, you know, Kroom needs to look at the tape after this fight and realize that that's something he's going to work on and improve.
Not allowing any of these takedowns to happen. The only time he's been on his back was because he threw that knee and got toppled over. But even from there, he's throwing up a beautiful triangle choke.
But I got to say, I mean, this is a war of attrition, right? I mean, it's who's going to tire first, because it looks like Kroom is not going to give up. This is how he's approaching this fight, simple as that. Who is going to tire first? Because when they do tire, the other one will impose their will.
All right, round 3 coming up.
Yeah, well, it probably is 1-1, you know, or it's very, very close. And he's saying, have confidence in your striking. As we said before, whoa! Kroom's, he's wobbly on the feet. That's not good. Oh! He's walking onto these shots.
Yeah, he might want to go back to not having confidence on his feet. Right.
Abandon the confidence. Abandon the confidence.
Abort. Oh, Kroom's getting a little desperate with these shots, and he's not recovering back to his feet as well.
Sloppy right hand from Kevin Kroom. Now a level change. Caceres all over it.
Even if he gets the takedown, the reality is that Caceres has done a lot of damage in this round. He wobbled him a few times. He's connecting with clean blows.
Nice
There's 2 more and another. You know, Kroom has got to work on his defensive movements in terms of striking. He's got to work on his head movement, work on his parries, his blocks. Ooh. Just walking forward with the chin exposed and the hands low against someone that's so precise and so sniper-like, like Caceres, it's not going to work.
Yeah, Alex could probably get his own takedown here if he wanted to. Kroom really wearing his fatigue. You see him just starting to fall apart here in round 3 from cutting the angle right now.
Well, he needs to get his right hand around the body of Caceres. That will stop him, and that will complete the takedown, if you will. But right now, get that head up, get that head high. That's good. Caceres defending perfectly, though. He really is. I mean, this is sensational work, to be honest, against someone that's so relentless. But wait for it. Caceres got him backed up against the fence. Thought he was going to do some work there.
Caceres has largely maximized his opportunities on the feet. He's stuffed 15 of 16 shots. And he's in tremendous shape. He's been a vegan for a decade and continues to exhibit the best form of his now 24-fight UFC career.
He's trying to get wrist control with that right hand. You see, there it is. He's got it. He's going to grab that. Trying to take the back. The left hand now can do some damage.
Let's go. Last push. Hey, go back to your back. Go back to your back. You go back defense here. Back defense.
He's going to try to flatten him out, yeah.
There you go. Beat him up.
Enrico Coco doing a nice job instructing his pupil, Alex Caceres.
There you go. Let's go. Let's get a finish, Alex.
Both guys have to be so exhausted at this point in the fight. Now he's got this body triangle on Kroom, who already was looking very fatigued. Then you're just getting your belly squeezed.
Let's leave nothing for the swim back.
You're like, I just want some air, man. I just want some air.
He's getting close with this rear naked choke as well.
So close. Caceres is so close.
Good
Big
shot.
shots. Short time. Can he get a finish here at the end of round 3? That would be even more impressive after a grueling pace like that. To get the finish here with 10 seconds left, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but still very impressive work from Alex Caceres tonight.
Making these ground strikes count down the stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-26, 30-26, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Alex Leroy Caceres.
Who comes back at plus 125. The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
Whoa!
Munoz in black, Rivera in white.
I mean, he wants to get that win back. He wanted to do it in the first 5 seconds.
And you're going to see him, both these guys, just chop each other's calves apart, I believe.
Oh, man. I mean, that's the thing about Jimmy Rivera. He hits so hard with every single shot, always looking for the knockout.
He really goes in there and throws big combinations and goes upstairs and downstairs.
Spinning attack from Pedro Munoz. Rivera wise to it. He counters with a 1-2. Oh, man.
Massive left hook.
See, Mike, we talked about those ones that you don't really hear. I think that was one of them.
But Jimmy's kind of checking it as well. He kind of turned the shin bone outwards there. But this isn't disappointing. I mean, this,
oh, man.
This is what I expected. 90 seconds in, these guys throwing everything they've got. Oh! He almost went. He almost went there. You saw him, he kind of wobbled for a second, and then he came back round. I mean, look at that. Jimmy is swinging with everything he has. So is Pedro. But Pedro's mixing it up. He's throwing kicks, calf kicks, head kicks, wheel kicks. Jimmy's done damage to his jaw, to Pedro's jaw, because he wobbled in a second. Oh! I mean, both guys. My word.
25th pro fight for Pedro Munoz. He has never been finished.
Oh, you're right, Paul. Wow. He's hurting him there because he's like, okay, I am sick of you kicking my calf. Take 2 back.
I like that Rivera he's answering back with his own calf kick as well as the beautiful big giant hooks that he's throwing, trying to take your face off.
Dealt with COVID-19. This was to go down a few weeks ago.
Goodness.
My word.
I mean, the speed on both of them, fantastic. I mean, we know that with this weight class, but a lot of the time the speed comes at the sacrifice of a little power. With these guys, it's speed and power.
They will be hurting tomorrow. They're hurting right now.
I was going to say that.
See, there's another beautiful rip to the body there from Rivera. Comes upstairs with the hook. You know, sometimes we talk about fighters don't fight to their own attributes. Jimmy Rivera, I believe, is the opposite of that. That hurt his leg, though. I'm telling you, he's got to start figuring something out or knock down Munoz with one of these counters. There it is. 4 minutes into this first round of a 15-minute fight.
Yeah, the last one dropped him, and now every time he's touching it, it's gonna get worse and worse.
Bad.
Worse and worse. I mean, look at that, Munoz, 8 head strikes, 13 to the leg, and it's almost the exact opposite, 12-6 for Rivera. I mean, such a smart game plan these days.
Yep.
You've just got to move. You've got to step back or you lift it up. You've got to avoid the calf kick.
Yeah, completely, right? You have to not be there.
Exactly. You can't check it.
This has been a definite trend in the UFC, but even more so this year. It just seems like those calf kicks are a huge part of people's game plans.
Because I think we're seeing it over and over again. Like, what do we talk? Every fight we've said calf kick, I think, in every single fight.
Yeah.
Look at that. Jimmy's bouncing up and down. He's in agony.
All right, round 2 coming up.
And then Pedro knows that. He's seen that. He's got an injured animal there. He's going to go right back to that. And even the cut man, he didn't need to be told. He went right over with the ice to the calf. Oh!
There we go.
That's what he wants.
But then you're down there with a demon as well, and he's got this straight ankle lock. Now he's turning into a heel hook, and it's across him this way.
Nice job. Heel hook for Jimmy, though.
Yep, and oh, you're right, and good job for Jimmy recognizing that, and they end up both back on their feet.
Oh! Nice job by Munoz to raise the knee to the target.
Yeah, these guys are going to deserve every bit of their money tonight.
I love watching Jimmy Rivera let go with those hands. It's just so beautiful to watch. But look at that, totally even. I think for Jimmy, what he needs to do to counter the calf kicks, he's got to go forward. Forward pressure. Have Pedro on the back foot. If you're on the back foot, you're not throwing calf kicks because you can't plant and throw it. Ooh.
And that was not necessarily the advice he got in the corner. They were calling for lateral movement. Right. He sort of desperately said, where do I move?
Yeah, he did say, where do I move? What do I do? Tell him to stop kicking me. But as I say, going forward, that will stop the calf kick. You can't kick to the calf if your opponent is in your face walking forwards.
Yeah, Jimmy just thought about switching southpaw.
Right? He's an orthodox fighter. Can he be effective from southpaw? Of course. Is he less effective from southpaw, though? I would say, yeah, he is. That's why he favors the orthodox stance. So by switching stances, okay, is presenting the other leg as opposed to the injured one, but he's then diminished in his fighting ability.
Set that up, though. There you go.
See, he's so hesitant to open up because he doesn't want to get kicked. And you see Pedro being so patient, just waiting. Because he knows it's only going to take
Oh, my word.
Jimmy Rivera is, he can't help but totally acknowledge how bad his calf is
exactly.
hurting.
Because if you're Pedro Munoz and you see your opponent doing that, you're just thinking, oh, ho, ho, I'm going to that again in a second, buddy.
Beautiful job by Munoz to land again. Anderson Franca's got to love what his student's doing tonight. His Muay Thai coach, longtime staple of American Top Team.
Yep. Of course, Jimmy's firing back with devastating blows.
Good movement there from Munoz.
Looked like that last offering from Pedro maybe opened up a cut underneath the left eye of Jimmy.
Yeah, a little one. Doesn't look to be too bad.
I mean, round one, very, very close, but we've got Pedro landing more significant strikes in both rounds, and it's Pedro that has his opponent hurt also.
You can just see the swelling starting to really...
Do you know what I mean? Let's just make him illegal. Can we go back to good old-fashioned fighting?
That's certainly not the first time I've heard that suggestion.
It's like, get rid of the calf kicks, because all you're going to do is kick him in the calf, and you can't fight.
I mean, you're not wrong, right?
One can
kind of like that, Mike. It's kind of like that.
Oh!
Both guys landing big hooks in
What
close.
a fight.
Wow, round three coming up. We got three broadcasters just giddy here between rounds after all of this offense.
So the corner work in Jimmy's corner by Luis Gaudino was absolutely perfect. He said, look, listen, don't do just enough to lose a decision, because if you don't go for it, you're going to lose anyway. So go out there, leave it all in the octagon, and try and finish this man. He said, if you've got to switch stances, go orthodox. And I fully agree, you know, because at this point, fighting hurt.
Great job by UFC veteran Luis Gaudino. And again, if Jimmy Rivera is to get that finish, he will be the first to do that against Pedro Munoz in a mixed martial arts contest.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge the Jersey tough Jimmy Rivera.
All day. Not only does it not hurt, you've got protection.
Let's fight. Can I get an ice pack for this leg while I'm shaking this one off?
Pedro is sharp, though. You see that?
Oh, that uppercut snuck through for Rivera. That stung Munoz.
The old sneaky. Took a kick, then he couldn't stand, then he fell over, and it was the end of the fight. Cejudo versus Demetrius Johnson, same thing there.
Okay. Watch your fingers.
Yeah.
Come on, let's fight.
All right, we have crossed the midpoint of this third and final round. We'll see if Rivera can rally.
See the speed of that jab by Munoz. I mean, that is fast.
He's been training for years with Robson Conceição, who was the first Brazilian boxer to win Olympic gold.
Sorry, John.
That's okay.
I apologize, bud.
Man, his knee's purple.
Yeah, he can hardly walk. The way he got up then. I mean, this is all sheer heart, will, desire to win, fighting spirit, everything, because he wants nothing else than this fight to be over and just sit down on his chair.
That's the only problem with these calf kicks, and we've talked about it, and you've heard it before. It swells so much that potentially they need to slice your leg open to keep it from.
Shout out to our guy, Austin Hubbard.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that compartment syndrome, Paul.
Hey.
Wow. You see that countdown show with Adesanya? My word, it looked incredible. Anyway, talking of incredible, this fight.
And the fact that Rivera is still chucking leather right now. He was almost out of this fight a couple times because of this calf, but still in there looking for the knockout.
Oh, yeah, and he's capable of it. He has the power. Oh, there it is.
Huge left from Rivera. Busts Munoz open a bit.
Rips the body, that's nice. He's got 30 seconds. 30 seconds to get a knockout, otherwise Pedro wins this fight. Jimmy knows it, he's going for it, and he has the power to do it.
Oh, man.
Look at this.
Jersey strong in here with Jimmy Rivera, my goodness.
Well, the first meeting in 2015 was unbelievable. The encore has been even better, you can argue. Final 10 seconds.
I mean, this is just an incredible battle. So impressed with both of these men. And I can't wait for the third one, because more than likely, Pedro Munoz is the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Pedro, the Young Punisher Munoz.